Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome again to How Channel with GJ. Glad to have you on board again today. And as always, thanks for sharing and subscribing and hitting that notifications bell so you can get the latest videos as they become available. Today we're going to look at how to change the background in a video or in a still. And you can see we have this gentleman here, and there is looks like he's on the beach there, but we want to change the background. And of course, the way that you do that in Premiere Pro is by using a masking technique. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. So you click on to the timeline where you have your picture, your photo, your video, and as you go over to your effects controls, you can see we have opacity here. And through opacity, you can do a masking tool. You can do either an ellipse, which is round, you can do a 4-point polygon mask, which is square, or you can do a free draw border using the pen tool, and that's what we're going to use today. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to come right over here, and you can see that on the screen it's turned into a pen tool. And we're going to start in the lower left hand corner, and you just do a left click, you move up in a straight line, and you click it all the way around. Now what you want to do on this one, if it's a nice long stretch, you can go further apart with your little keyframes that you're clicking in there. But if you're getting closer with changes, you might have to do it a lot more often and make your little keyframes a whole lot closer together. The whole masking on opacity in Premiere Pro is pretty intuitive. So as you go around, you don't have to worry if you get it exactly on, but you want to be as fairly close as possible, okay? So again, you're going around, and of course you have to, go around the ears here and just click all the way around. And I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm not speeding it up because I really want you to get a sense of how quick and easy this is. And you're just really going around and clicking. Now when you get to the end, then you come over and you click here, because you have to get this whole point together. And when you do it right, then the background will turn dark on you, because that's basically just a keyable background. So once you do that, you can click on it there, and then we can put our own background in. So let's take a background. Now I have this one here, which is just a nice, looks like a park. Then we're going to slide this right underneath the one that we have. And we're going to take a look and see what we got here. And there you have it. There you have the guy, and he is in front of the park. Now there's a few things that we have to do to this. One thing you can see is at the bottom here, we have the park bleeding through. So we're going to click on him, and we're just going to bring him down a bit. See that? Otherwise he's like that. So we're going to bring him down a bit, and that looks pretty good. And then you see these edges, because I didn't get quite close to the edge, and you can't ever get it perfect. So how do you fix that? Well, of course, you click on him, you go to Effects Controls, to this opacity here where you had mask number 1. That's the mask you're doing. We only did one mask on this one. And you can do a couple things. You can try and feather it. See how you go like that? You can make it look like a little bit of a glowing effect almost. That doesn't do too much. Mask opacity, well, that's just going to kind of take him out of the picture. And that's great if you want to have someone, kind of do time travel, Star Trek sort of thing, and he comes into view or something like that. You can certainly use that. But what you want to do is mask expansion. So as we do this, watch what happens. You see how the mask gets bigger, but you can also bring it smaller. And as you do, you get all those edges, and they get really nice and tight. Now as you do that, you might get a little bit of this here at the bottom. So then you have to go down again and just bring him down. And look at that. It looks like he actually is standing there in the park. Now if you want to add just a little bit something extra, here's a little extra thing here for free. Just write in the word blur under effects. Take Gaussian blur, drag that down to your background, which is the park. And then you go over to your effects control to blurriness. And as you change the values, you can see how you can make the background look blurry. And it sort of gives that almost a 3D three-dimensional type of look to this, and it really does look like he's standing there. It looks like you got the focal length to make the background blurry, but you're just doing it in Premiere Pro in post-editing, and that's pretty much how you do that. Of course, it's using your opacity, your masking, and of course at the end here I put in a bit of a blur in the background, and it's just that simple. And that's how to do it on How Channel with GJ. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and sharing.